2020 has been a tough season for a lot of us for a lot of reasons. The lockdown and things associated with it. And for me especially, it's been a tough deer season with very limited time to hunt and a very limited time to post videos. One buck in particular became very special to me, a real special buck that I wanted to hunt because I saw him on Halloween. He's been hanging around my property and he came out of nowhere. Didn't see him, all of a sudden got some video of him and decided to hunt him. As you see here, he's popping out of the green giant arborvitae out into my field. I never saw this buck before. This is footage from my security camera on the house. All my trail camera pictures and videos did not show this buck. This is his first time. This is some cell phone video from about 60 yards from an iPhone 10. Amazing how you could zoom in with a phone. This is a few mornings later on November 4th when I decided to hunt him from a ground blind. I just didn't put it in the right area for that morning. At least I got some really good video and close-up of his rack. Now it's 11 o'clock in the morning, November 8th. He came in. I was about to get down from my tree stand. He's 28 yards away. I figured this was going to be a done deal as long as he stepped into the clearing, which he did. And he jumped the string. The arrow never touched him. It was a complete miss. He jumped and only went a few steps. To my surprise, he lingered around, but I didn't get another shot. It's November 11th, I'm in a ground blind, and I can't believe he's still around. I'm using a compound bow, and I didn't want to stop him and take a quartering 2 shot. I'm back in the blind Friday, November 13th, in a different spot, and wouldn't you know it, he comes within 20 yards. It turned out I hit him much further back than I intended. I was nervous about the shot. It appeared to be a good hit. I could see the blood on his side, but there was no blood trail, and I never found the arrow. Reviewing the video in slow motion, I was very nervous about a liver hit. With no blood trail and no arrow recovered, I walked wide around to the back of my property to see if he crossed a trail. There, I kicked up a different buck, which I thought was the same. I decided to back out, perhaps for the day. The shot was at 7:30 a.m. By 12, I saw some buzzards in a tree. Seeing this made me decide to climb up a ladder that I had at the edge of the woods and scan around, looking with my binoculars to see if I could see the buck laying there because of the buzzards. And wow, it hit me like a lightning bolt. I was so excited to see him, only about 45 yards inside the wood line. This isn't my biggest buck, but it definitely is one of my most meaningful bucks to hunt. I've never had this many encounters with a buck in my life. I'll never forget it. His antlers were tangled up in a bunch of vines. He was only about 45 yards inside the wood line. The hit was much better than I thought. Friday the 13th. I guess it was lucky. I wish I took more photographs of this buck, but at least I got some good video. Unfortunately, I don't have the classic photo of me posing with the buck, but that's okay. Now I'm on a quest to drop this guy off at the butcher as fast as I can and meet up in Maryland with my big buck Terminator buddy Stan. Lone Wolf Climber is by far my favorite. I could have done this a little more gracefully, but it did the job. I'm usually much quieter than this. Meep. Tilt them or tilt them and they'll strap them in. You tilt them. You gotta go. 2020's been a tough year, but mid-November definitely didn't disappoint. Thanks for everybody who watched. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. It helps me a lot. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.